So I am out here at CNS Truck Equipment, Corpus Christi, Texas. These guys are always insanely busy. But today I'm coming to take a look at a sneak peek of what will soon be going on the new 2024 F450 Platinum. Check this bad boy out. This just got back from powder coat. Beautiful, beautiful finish. This will be going on a rack soon to get some custom paint work done. I don't want to give away too much. Just want to kind of show you a little bit of what's going on so far. You can probably see the brand here. So this is a flog bumper. This was the bumper I chose exclusively because your feedback, you the viewer. A lot of people said, hey, have you looked at flog? Because it wasn't even on my radar. I had never even heard of this company until you, the viewer, left a comment saying, maybe you should look at their bumpers. They look really, really good on new Super Duties. And you guys ain't kidding. When I saw the pictures of this thing, blew me away. When I saw the construction, blew me away. When I spoke to the folks over at Flog, blew me away at just how they build their product, how they design it, the level of detail that goes into them. Absolutely beautiful. And this thing's going to get loaded up with all sorts of stuff. You can imagine big winch, lights, everything. But this is an absolute beautiful, beautiful bumper. But yeah, that'll be going on the F450 soon enough. So we are out here at our 2024 Forest River Surveyor Legend travel trailer, about to do an upgrade. We ran into a little bit of an issue, and I don't want you to skip ahead on this video, so please kind of hang tight with this one, because I want to see what you would do if you ran into this exact same issue. So the faucet that comes on the Surveyor is a very standard faucet. What I like about it, even though it doesn't have the little extendable sprayer, I like the fact that it's not a plastic faucet. So a lot of RVs tend to come with plastic fixtures, and I would take this over a plastic fixture with the extendable sprayer. The plastic fixtures all have a silver paint on them usually, and they're super lightweight, but they're also kind of cheap and flimsy. This is actually a pretty nice faucet. I'd have to say that, you know, when it comes to just the quality of components, this isn't bad, and this would probably be a relatively expensive item if you were just going to buy it outright. Again, this is not plastic. It's very residential grade. But as you can probably see to the right, I have a new faucet. This is stainless steel. Yes, the hardware isn't necessarily going to match, but it really doesn't match anyways because this is black and the poles have that kind of a copper tone to them. So this will look perfectly fine. I got this from my channel sponsor, etrailer.com. If you were looking to upgrade your RV, your trailer, your truck, your SUV, your tow vehicle, anything you need, pretty much, eTrailer has. Check them out. They're an absolutely amazing wealth of information when it comes to assisting you in making sure you buy the first thing correctly instead of buying something and sending it back because it's not the right size or it doesn't do what you want it to do. So check out my channel sponsor, etrailer.com. They sponsored my channel for like 8 years now. So really, really great partner to the channel. That said, what you're looking at in front of you is a really, really nice faucet. This is definitely an upgrade over what this trailer has. Now, the pop quiz here, I guess, is to figure out how I'm going to access it. Because to get this one out, I need to get underneath it. And I have two drawers here. This one extends right here, and this one extends further, and they have stops on them. Now, some people may say, go ahead and remove the stops and pull these drawers out. The problem then becomes, can I reach my arm through that small opening to get to the bottom of this so I can actually remove it? And I don't think that would be possible, because just like this one, the new one threads on like that. So you'd have to get really close to it, and the sink itself would prevent me from reaching under there to get to that. Now, some people might say, pop this panel off. So what do you think? Going from the front, or pop this panel off and try to get to the back? Now, this isn't a bad idea. This is simply a piece of board here. I could probably press on it hard enough to break free the mechanical fasteners that they're using to get to that. The problem then becomes, how do I put it back on? How am I going to gain access to the other side to put it on without using adhesives or without building a new panel right here? So those were the two kind of traditional routes I thought of going, until I noticed directly to the left there's a cabinet. So in this cabinet there was this board, and this board was on the inside of here, and it was already capable of coming off. Basically, I just needed to grab it, push on it a little bit, and a couple of these little clips popped right out. Now, the question becomes, do I put this back the exact same way, or could I just put it like, let's see if I can do this here, one-handed. Flip it around, put it in like this, and just kind of put it up against the edge there. Might have to trim it down a little bit. And that's what I've decided to do. So when I reinstall this board, which I really don't even need to do unless I'm worried about stuff falling over the edge here, I can just put it here as a very simple wall to prevent things from falling over. When I look inside of here, check that out. I have full access to this faucet and replacing it. So that's what we're going to do today. Basically, all there is seeing your hoses come from the bottom. You see how it has that lock ring around the top. Unscrew that, unscrew your hoses. Make sure you kind of mop up any water that might come out. I've already begun the process of draining the faucet. I had to turn the water back on for a minute a little earlier. Once I get that retaining clip off, I'll be able to pull this out, put the new one in, and get this all back together. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, so I have loosened everything off. I've taken the retaining ring off right here. This is what it looks like. It has a couple little Phillips head stainless steel bolts that tighten it in place whenever you have it on the collar of the sink faucet. And we should be able to just pull this out now. There we go. So we have the old one out. We already have the hole for the new one. The new one should just drop in. It gives you this piece right here that you can put right there if you want, or you can just direct mount it if you'd like as well. So we're going to direct mount it because I think it's going to give it a cleaner look. The reason why you may want this is if you have the two traditional handles on each side, and this is going to be used to cover up the holes. So, or if you maybe have a bunch of gunk around there, maybe it's a really old faucet you're removing and you want to cover that up, this can definitely help hide some of that. Anyways, we're going to get this one fed back down here, and then we're going to get the water connections and then the weight. This is the counterweight to be able to pull this back in whenever you're not using it. We'll put that in place. We're going to go ahead and drop the lines through. Okay, so we have the faucet in place. We have it tightened down. You can kind of twist this bottom piece by holding the retaining clip at the bottom when you get it really tight, and then once you secure these, I twisted it a little bit more, and I decided to put the faucet on, I guess, the left side of the sink if you're looking at it from the front, because the hot water is usually towards the back, and that's how we have it now. So I just need to get under here, reconnect my water lines. We already have this portion right here reconnected. I need to add the counterweight to that line from the inside, so we'll try to get to that. But the water lines right now is what I'm focusing on. Okay, so the hardest part of all of this was getting my arms back there so I could tighten up the connectors and get them nice and tight, and to make sure that the seal, the little rubber seal, was properly seated on the connectors in between. So we did that. Everything looks really good. Okay, so we have the counterweight on, tightened. Had to make a quick adjustment to it. Pull it down far enough, it wants to retract. And there's a magnet in there as well, which also helps seat that once it's in place. But overall, that's a pretty cool upgrade. And it works really, really well. The only thing I'm noticing here, and it's something I don't know if I would have recognized until now, is that the neck here kind of sprays the water more towards the front. Check it out. You know, and most of the times you typically want it sprayed like right about here. But the good thing about this is you can pull it out and use it. And the sprayer at least isn't spraying outside of the sink, and that's nice. But it works well. I think it's a pretty dang good upgrade, and it's definitely one we'll get a lot of use out of. Anyways, again, folks over at eTrailer carry all of this stuff. in many different colors, many different styles. For me, trying to get one that was affordable, one that looked really nice, one that was relatively easy to put in was kind of the goal, and I think we accomplished that. What do you guys think? Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very, very soon.